God loves us so much. God loves us so much. God loves us so very much. What's up, Instagrammers? What's happening? What's up? Welcome back to me. Welcome back. Is it welcome back? Because I'm not really back. Because I'm not the same person that I used to be. So I don't quite know if it's a welcome back or it's just a welcome. Is it a welcome back or is it a welcome? I say it's just a welcome because, the truth is I'm not the same person I used to be. And, as I just got off of meditation with the girls, this morning was heavy. This morning was beautiful. When I say heavy, I'm talking about we had a lot of people on the call this morning. I could tell that people were ready for a shift. They were ready to hear the message. They were ready to know where you went. And, the truth is people love to know, or shall I say to judge. So a lot of people got on this morning because they want to know, child, let's see if where she went was good. Okay? So I know that we had a whole bunch of people on this morning because they wanted to be nosy. Okay? And I ain't mad at that. That's why the divine reset is very necessary. And this morning I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about that divine reset. A lot of us don't realize how much we need that divine reset. A lot of us are living on habit. We're living on autopilot. And the truth is, what happens when you have a divine pause? And that's what I had. I had a divine spiritual encounter with myself. I went away for 7 days. I didn't quite know I needed it until that's why it's good to have good relationships and good sisters and friends in your life, right, Monica? Because oftentimes, people who are close to you, they like you being how you is. Because how you is very beneficial to them. So a lot of people don't want us to go grow. I don't know if y'all noticed. A lot of people don't want you to grow. A lot of people don't want you to become. A lot of people don't want you to seek truth. Because truth and growth means that you may not need them no more. You may end up cutting them off. So a lot of people that's connected to you, they purposely keep you suppressed. Because as you are in the suppressive state, they get to use you and abuse you. And that's why it's important for us to live in a very high level of awareness of ourselves so that we can't be taken advantage of, used, abused, maybe manipulated by people that like us how we are. And this is not even a bad thing. The truth is, I love you too, Monica. This is not even a bad thing. This is a responsible thing. We when we're children, we depend on mom and dad and, our caregivers and grandmoms and all that stuff. And so we do things that we don't want to do as children because we're not under our own decision making, right? We have to let our moms tell us what to do. But when you become 21, you got to be 21. When you become an adult, you have to no longer blame mom and blame dad, and you can't. You're born looking like your parents, but you're gonna be, dead looking like your choices. That's what you're gonna die like your choices. And so, I just got back from a very amazing 7-day spiritual encounter with myself. I had beautiful women with me. Shouts out to Monica, Erica Scarver, Helen Delahousse, and listen, we had a whole posse, the group of women that was there, and men were, I believe, assigned to me during that experience. I needed the women and the people that was there. They were perfect. There was nobody there that I wish wasn't there. Everybody was purpose for my transition and my reinvention, shall I say. And now that I'm back home, trying to get real integrated with my life, I'm like, okay, Stormy, who are you now, right? I'm able to observe myself and watch myself to make sure, hey, good morning, Zakia, make sure that I'm not, rushing into being this person. Because it's interesting how you take 45 years to create your character and your personality, and literally in 7 days you could become somebody new. And so you'll not want to embrace the newness of who you are because you'll be like, nah, I've been this way for 45 years, but it's like I'm really new. I'm not the same. Like I got to the airport yesterday and I ordered me a hamburger. As soon as I got there, I smelled the grease. I was like, ooh, chicken, hamburger. And then I was about to order a drink. And I'm like, but I don't want a drink. Why am I ordering a drink? That's how quick we would default back into our default personality. And I'm like, I want a pineapple juice. And I was like, girl, you only want a pineapple juice because you've been drinking pineapple juice every day at Rhythmia. And I'm like, no, this is me arguing with myself in my mind. No, I want a pineapple juice because I like pineapple juice now. I didn't know how much I liked pineapple juice at Shanice until I went to Rhythmia. And so that's what I like. I don't want no lemon drop. I don't want no alcohol. I'm almost afraid to contaminate myself with those things, okay? I don't want nothing that doesn't make in my inner being healthy, because God is in my heart. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I can't be contaminating my body with negative thoughts, with, disrespect, with alcohol or anything that doesn't heal me, because I got to take care of God. God is in my heart. I got to make sure he good up in there. You understand? And so it's like, no, I want to drink pineapple juice, and I don't want to listen to that vulgar music. I love me some trap music, especially when I'm, but I'm like, I just ain't craving that right now, okay? So I want to talk to you all today about the divine reset. The divine reset. The moment when you realize that the path that you're on, it ain't it. It ain't it. It's just not it. Y'all should share this live, because I promise y'all this is going to be some good shit this morning. And I still curse. That one thing he ain't quite take from me yet. And don't forget, he is not a man. God is not a man. He cannot lie. God is in our hearts. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But the divine reset. But the divine reset needs a pause. You cannot reset without stopping. And oftentimes we think that it has to be planned and scheduled. And I know that that's how we were, created. Everything has to be scheduled and planned and organized and orchestrated and all these things. But what if you decided to take a day to have a divine pause, to really pay attention? Or, like I just told my women this morning in the community, like, what about just really, really, really taking a moment? It could happen in the morning. It could happen in the shower. Of course, everybody's not going to be able to go away for 7 days and afford a flight, time away, because you got a job and you got responsibility. But what happens when you really stop for a moment and you recognize that the path that I'm on right now, it just ain't it. Drop some ones in the chat if lately you've been feeling this feeling like this ain't it. This is not the direction of where I want my life to go. Drop some ones in the chat. Keep it real now. Come on now, keep it real. Drop some ones in the chat if you have literally been having these conversations with yourself, but you can't tell nobody because you don't want people thinking that you're ungrateful, or that you don't like them, or you're not happy, so you just keep it to yourself, right? And that's what happened for me. About a month ago, I was like, man. And not even a month ago, this has happened in 7 different areas of my life. It's not all business or my family or my body, or it's different areas of my life. I'm like, I'm not quite liking this direction where I'm going right now. And I realize that it's my responsibility to decide the life that I want. And nobody else can quite decide what feels good for me. Nobody can quite decide what is going to work for me, because the truth is, a lot of people, Janelle, they like you being who you are because who you are is beneficial to them. But what happens when you really start doing things and you realize that I don't think I like this. I don't know if I like this man. I don't know if I like where I'm at right now. What do you do? What do you do when you thought that what you wanted is not what you really want it, and you don't know how to get off the path that you're on? What do you do? And I say you stop, you pause, you assess, and you have to know within your being that it's okay to have a pivot. It's okay to pause. It's okay to redirect. It's okay to rewrite your story. It's okay. It's okay to decide that this just ain't it. This is not what I wanted. You don't have to keep going the wrong way. It's kind of like, you driving in the car and the GPS redirects you, right? The GPS redirects you, right? And you notice that you made a right turn. You thought you're supposed to make a right on exit A, but you exited AB and you see the GPS go from 22 minutes to 42 minutes. Are you going to, and it still could take you there, but are you going to keep going down the path of 42 minutes, or are you going to turn around and take the path that you know you was already on of 22 minutes? Yes, it's a little hassle, but why take the long route when you could redirect? And so, I woke up and I was like, this is not it. I know that to everybody else, they think it's it. To everybody else, they're like, you're doing good, right? Because that's another thing. What happens when everybody thinks you're doing good? What happens when everybody is celebrating what you're doing and you know that you got more on the inside of you? What really happens? And so here's my advice. Here's my advice. I just came back off of a 7-day spiritual retreat, right? And in this 7-day retreat, I originally went on this retreat and I had a question. And I think that we have to be okay with questioning ourselves. We don't want to question ourselves. We definitely don't want nobody questioning us. We don't want nobody questioning us, child. Nobody can ask us no questions because that's very uncomfortable. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You don't like nobody asking you what you doing, why you doing it. Nobody likes that. You don't like, if your man asks you that, he controlling. If your mama asks you that, your friend asks you that, they being nosy. We don't like nobody else to question us. So good. Great. You question you. And so I woke up and I was like, stop pretending, Stormy. Let me tell you something. To pretend is to suffer. Write that down. To pretend is to suffer. And there's a lot of us that are in this life and we are pretending that we like it. We are pretending that we're happy. We are pretending. But I am here to tell you right now, to pretend is the beginning of suffering. You have to stop pretending. And so anyway, I woke up and I'm like, all right, things are great. Because that's another thing. What happens when things are great? Because sometimes things are going to be great, but you still are not feeling fulfilled. And it's not that you're ungrateful, all right? It's not that you're ungrateful. You know what it is? That is God nudging you. God is in your heart. Come on, y'all. God is in my heart. Come on, stay with me now. Stay with me. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. That it's not that you're ungrateful. It's that you know that there is more for you to do. And to everybody else, right, they may have arrived, quote unquote, because they're doing better than their peers. They're doing better than their family. They're doing better than what they expected themselves to be doing. But for you, you know that there is more for you to do. So what happens is that you get this nudge. You get this nudge. And again, to pretend is to suffer. So you pretending, but you're suffering, but you smiling, you take cute pictures, you do your angles, you do your thing, but you are pretending. And then maybe one day you hear a call like this. Maybe one day you talk to a friend. Maybe one day you see somebody. Ah, man, inspiration is the highest human act. Maybe you see someone and you see somebody and you like, man, she used to be fat, ugly, and broke. Now look at her. She rich and doing it. And then you get inspired. I don't know. Something happens. Or something never happens and you just stay on the same path and you just die. I mean, as half of what you could have became. I don't know. But I was talking about me. So I woke up and I'm like, wow, this is great. Well done. But the well done was the well done for that season. And I said, okay. I started asking myself, why do I feel like I'm not complete? Why do I have this empty feeling on the inside of me? And I didn't even know the answer because it wasn't that I didn't have money. It wasn't that I didn't have a great relationship with my daughter, which is very important, my son. You know, it's nothing that's bothering me really and truly. But then I'm like, what is it? I couldn't quite figure it out. So then I got still. I got a little quiet. And hear me, I did not isolate myself. Please stop isolating yourself. You could be still with a group of people. You could be quiet in a room full of people. You could be present and not be there. My mind is on the other. My body's here, but my mind is on the other side of town. Y'all know we do that real well. You could do that. You don't have to. Isolation and being by yourself you got to be very, very mindful of that. You can't do that too much because then you start acting like a crazy lady or a crazy man. So anyway, I said, what is going on? So I didn't quite know. And then I said, oh my God. See, when you start to have a new intention, when intention starts to change, you will start to attract different things. And sometimes the things that you attract could be not what you wanted them to be, right? When you are ready for something new, you may attract betrayal. Yeah. When you are ready for something new, somebody may have to betray you. They might have to betray you. But I'm sorry, the only way out is through. You got to go through it, right? So you might not have thought betrayal was a part of the process, but it just might be. You may get fired from a job. You got this good job. All of a sudden, you're fired or you laid off. Wait a minute. That ain't what I wanted. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, being laid off or getting fired may have to happen in order for you to get to where you're trying to get to. Yep, your man may have to cheat on you, go have a baby on you, leave you, bring your little STD. You ain't going to die. Maybe that's a part of what he had to do because you needed to wake up. I don't know. Maybe somebody had to take from you. Listen, it ain't going to kill you, but what don't kill you will make you what? Come on, y'all already know what this is. It makes you stronger, right? But a lot of times you don't realize that the things you ask for, it may come with a little pain, but it ain't that bad, right? But think about it. Every time we go to a whole nother level in life, it is after some level of kind of suffering. Think about that. None of us just wakes up and say, you got $1 million in the bank. Your health is great. You got the man of your dreams laying next to you, the woman of your dreams laying next to you. You know, you got money coming in everywhere. Everything is perfect. And you decide, I'm going to go harder in life. Like, why? Right? You don't decide to do more, to be more, to pivot until something feels a little hurt to you. Something feels a little burden to you. Something feels a little lack. Then you decide, I want more. You're not going to go seek more if everything is perfect. So you have to have, come on now, a pain that causes you to make the pivot. And sometimes the pain is you knowing within your inner man, your inner being, that you is settling. That is the worst. To be all of this and all of that to everybody else, but to know within yourself that you ain't even doing what you're supposed to be doing. You playing yourself small. So I woke up and it's interesting, you know, I got a spiritual sister named Zakia. She reached out to me and she was like, hey, we going to ayahuasca in November. And I'm like, with me, I'm like, I don't know about all of that, you know, because I did it before. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go through all of that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to know what you want when you go into these spiritual retreats. And again, I'm thinking everything is good. I'm like, business is booming. Everything is good. What am I going for? But deep down inside of me, I felt like there was more for me to do, right? But like, what is this? What is the more? Sometimes you don't even know what the more is. Come on now, drop a 1 if you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't know what to do. You don't know how to pivot. You don't know how to move into a new direction. You don't even know where to begin. You really don't. That's why you ask God for good relationships in life. Everybody need a coach and a mentor. Let me tell y'all right now, you need a coach and you need a mentor. Believe me. You need an example. That's why God gives us people to see, because those people we get to see gives us just a little bit of a glimpse of what we could be. Everything you see, remember, if you see it, you can have it. Everything you see, you can have. That's why there's no need to be jealous or grudgeful of somebody else, because if God brought you to it, there is something to it. So anyway, you know, she's like, let's go to Rhythmia. Let's go to this ayahuasca. And I love me some Ayana Vanzant and I love me some Zakia. So I love being around them, period. But that was not enough for me. I'm like, yeah, but why am I going? And then it hit me. God, what is it that you want for me to do? With all these beautiful materialistics and these things that I have now in my life, God, what is it that you want me to do now? What is it that you want me to do with my life now? I don't want to be one of those people that wake up at 65, 75 years old and I knew when I was 45 that there were more for me to do and I don't do anything with my life because I'm fearful or because I think I've done enough. Because sometimes, you know, when you got a little success, you can think you did enough. But sometimes enough, it ain't enough. And so I go to this experience. And in this experience, I have one main intention. One, Goddess Bahama, Mama. My one intention is to get clarity from God. What is it that you want me to do now? What is it you want me to do now? And that is a question that I don't know if we even ask. What is it that God should have for me to do now? What's important now? That was my one intention. I didn't have a whole bunch of, should I do this? Should I leave that? Should I, sometimes we be having so many freaking questions that you can never even get one answer, because that's just not how God works. God is in our heart. Come on, y'all. God is in our heart. Stay with me. God, what do you want for me to do now? So I get there, and I'm taking it all in. From the time we landed, everything was beautiful. Everything, from everybody, from the people that was with me, everybody was so perfect. And so, there's 3 intentions that's set. Show me who I become. Merge me back with my soul at all costs. Heal my heart. Like, that's the intention of going into this ceremony at this particular location. This is what they have for you to experience. They literally expect, like, every day we have classes, and every day it's like, okay, show me who I become. Show me who I become. Think about that for a moment. Have you ever stopped for a moment and asked God, the universe, whatever you want to call, to show me who I've become? Think about that for a moment. We don't ask those kind of questions because it's too much like truth. So instead of you finding out who you become, what can I do, merge me back with my soul, we never ask those questions. We never ask those questions because we think that we perfect. We never want to blame nobody else for who we are. We never want to take accountability. But as I got there, I was like, wow, show me who I've become. And so day 1, my clarity was, you've become very codependent on people. In your richness, you didn't learn how to separate. There are some things that we just need to do because it helps us to stay our human selves. Even though we're spiritual beings having a human experience, there are some things that just keeps us kind of grounded that we need to do. Little things, that I didn't do. So I discovered in my beginning process before God told me what I need to do, because he ain't tell me what I need to do yet. Because that's what my intention is. But the intention of this center, Rhythmia, is to take you through this journey. Life is a journey. Y'all comment, life is a journey. And so show me who I've become. Very codependent. Very, very codependent. Very codependent. And a part of my codependency was because of this. Y'all ready for this? This is me being transparent. If I got to give you my money, you're going to do something for it. So I look at the money I give you, and I'm like, okay, I'm giving you this money. You're going to do this, you're going to do this, and you're going to do that. Hey, butterfly, I see you. So I'm like, okay, if I'm giving you my money, you're going to do something. I've learned from my dad. My dad taught me this as a young girl. Money is an exchange of goods and or services. During Thanksgiving time, during Christmas time, I do my philanthropy stuff. But other than that, if I'm giving you some money, my money that I work for, you going to work for it too. So I realized that my codependency was really because I'm paying you, or I'm putting money in your pocket, and I want you to do something for it. Because I don't want to ever pity you. And not only do I not want to pity you, I not want you to feel like you're taking advantage of me. So a part of my exchange was, I give you money, you give me this service. I give you money, you do this for me. But I realized that I had lost myself as well, because some of the things that made me become the woman I am today, I need to keep doing those things. Like, I enjoy driving my Rolls Royce now. Like, y'all, I drive a freaking Rolls Royce and a Range Rover. I used to always admire people that drove those type of cars. So a part of me being the woman I am today is because the vibe of me driving this particular vehicle. I'm just keeping it real. My housekeeper, I love having a housekeeper. Right? Why? Because that makes me feel successful. However, I stopped enjoying making up the beds on Sunday. But guess what? I love it again, because it started to make me understand that, guess what? This is a part of me being who I am, Stormy Nicole Wellington. So I ask you today, what are some of the things that you stopped doing, that you stopped showing up as? Some of the things you stopped being because you merged away from who you truly are in hurt. Like, some of us love, like, I love people. Like, I love to hang out with people. I love to laugh and joke with people. I love to be around good company. But I stopped hanging around even women because so many women would abuse me, misuse me, and unappreciate the things that I've done for them. I love gratitude. I love for people to be in my presence that have gratitude. So I stopped even allowing women to be around me because I felt very taken advantage of. So who I had become very, very, very distant from people, right? Who I had become was a little bit codependent on people because of what I experienced with 1 or 2 or 3 people. But that's stupid. How am I going to hold everybody in contempt to one or two people who hurt my feelings? Does that make sense? And the truth is, I should have did a better evaluation of those people, because those people should have never got connected to me in the first place. And I've been knew that. However, they were connected to me for a season. But when that season is over, I don't take that experience with them in a new season. So what? I experienced something that wasn't good with a particular person. That got nothing to do with the new people, watch this, that represent my new personality, who I am right now. I'm attracting different kind of people. I'm not attracting users, unappreciative people, ungrateful people. I'm different. So I attracted who I used to be, because there was a part of me that I saw in all those people. Come on, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? So I can't get angry because I attracted who I was. And when who I was showed up in the form of these relationships, I didn't like how it felt when it was done to me. So who I had become, codependent and a little cold-hearted too. But guess what? That's the past. I'm glad that I have seen that version of me. You got to see who you are now, because listen, who you are right now is creating your tomorrows. Everything you do right now is creating your tomorrows. Listen, I am not a victim. Repeat right now. Drop in the comment section. I am not a victim. I am not no victim. So y'all, I'm going to talk to you about the divine shift that comes after the divine pause. 6 things that you got to look for. Number 1, in the divine shift that comes after the divine pause. Remember, in the divine pause is for you to assess yourself. This divine pause is for you to assess your beingness. Hear me real good. I am not a victim. Come on, write that down. I am not a victim. The minute you pause and fall into I'm a victim, everybody ain't doing nothing to you. If everybody doing something to you, guess who the problem is? You, baby. You. Because guess where everybody go? You be the one that be there and everybody. It ain't everybody. It's your ass. Hello, somebody. So in this divine shift that happens after the divine pause, the first thing is you got to decide that you is not no victim. You allow that relationship that betrays you. You allow that person that used you. You allow that ungrateful person in your life. But guess what? Let's be real. What did they give you? Because you ain't going to allow someone close to you for nothing. I'm talking to me this morning. Yeah, I may feel betrayed. I may feel used. I may feel like I've been shown levels of unappreciation from people. But guess what? I decided to bring those people in my life. So let's stop playing like we some damn victim. You allowed that person close to you for whatever the reason was. But when you decided to wake up, come on now. When you woke up, you may have decided to pivot away from that person. But don't act like you so victimized. You picked that man. You picked that woman. You picked that sisterhood. You picked that relationship. You chose to give yourself away to that person. You decided that. Stop acting like you some damn victim. And the minute you release yourself from being a victim is the most liberating thing that you could do for yourself. The more you act like you a victim, guess what? The more you have been victimized by your perspective. Come on, somebody, y'all. Drop some fires in the chat. Tap that screen. Let me get some love. Let me get some love. I'm talking to you all because we got to wake up. Y'all, we got 37 days away from 2026. And the minute why some of y'all are so isolated, so by yourself, things is not happening for you, is because you is a victim. I'm telling you right now, the minute you take the decision into your own hands and decide that you allowed it, is the minute you get empowered, because you was not a victim. And the minute you realize that you was not a victim, how did you get into that place? How did you allow that to happen? And now when you take control of that situation in your mind, your perspective, it really makes you feel empowered, because you no longer feel weak. Victims are weak. Think about it. Describe a victim. What a victim look like? They cry, they weak, they look stupid. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Victims is so weak. They crying all the time and they blaming other people. I can't stand it. Now, of course, in certain situations you are a victim, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So I am not a victim, number 1. Come on, y'all. I am not a victim, number 1. I do not want nobody in connection with me that feels victimized by everything, because I am in a battle, and I don't want no weaklings around me. I want strong, empowered warrior women, warrior men that realizes, damn, I fucked up. Damn, I dropped the ball. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. For real. Damn, I dropped the ball. Damn, I fucked up. And they take accountability. Watch this. Because when you are a victim, you don't change. Because you're blaming other people. You don't change. Why would I want to be with someone that's a victim? Because they don't think that it's their fault. They don't think it's their fault. Victims blame other people. The second thing, after the divine pause into the divine shift, is you have to become more intentional. You have to become more intentional. Why am I allowing this woman in my life? What she could do for me and what could I do for her? Why am I allowing this man in my life? What is the intentionality behind our connection? Period. What is we gonna do together? Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Oh, I was just thinking about that. You must be hurting me in my soul, my baby. Thank you. Look at my nine boy. Me look. What? Thank you, sweetheart. What is the intention behind this relationship? What is the intention behind this relationship? And hear me real good. Everything ain't gonna be about money. Everything is not gonna be about money. Some relationships bring you closer to God. Some relationships bring you more awareness. Some relationships bring you more spiritual awakeness on your in your inner being. Some relationships show you who you don't want to be. Some relationships show you a part of you that should have been shown to you a long time ago. Some relationships are confirmation. What is the intentionality behind our relationship? And what do I intend to do for you? And what do you intend to do for me? I don't want nobody to do more for me than I do for them, or vice versa. There needs to be mutual reciprocity. If we all lived and thought like this, y'all, oh my God, this world would be so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like it's crazy. Like Miss Teresa picked us up on the airport yesterday. She don't know this, but I had such gratitude. I laughed because I laughed to myself. I'm like, who would have thought when I gifted this woman in my life, like my grandmother, my son's grandmother to us. Now she's the one picking us up in the airport, and God is so good. All our bags fit in the car yesterday. I laughed to myself. I didn't see this when I bought the car 2-3 weeks ago, a month ago, whatever. I saw the car for her and DJ. Now here it is. She picking me up in the airport, and all the bags fit in there. We touches that thing together. I laughed, and I had gratitude. I said, "Look at that. What is the intentionality?" Right? You understand? There has to be intentionality. There has to be mutual reciprocity. That's the second thing you got to ask yourself, so that you can stop wasting your time with people that don't have no good intentions for y'all connection. And stop feeling like everybody trying to use you. Some of y'all ain't got nothing to be used for. And hear me real well. If you are being used, be grateful that you got something to be used for. Hello? Some of y'all have nothing to be used for. And you, the ones that do got something to be used for, be grateful that you got something that somebody wants from you. Because imagine not having nothing. But that's why when there's mutual reciprocity, there's no feeling of being used. Come on now. Come on now. The third thing, vision. You must have a clear, concise vision for your life so that you don't waste your time with people that don't fit into your vision. It's okay to end relationships, you know, with integrity. Every relationship that you end don't have to be, I hate you, I don't like you, fuck you, you're this, you're that. Every relationship does not have to end bad. The ending of something means the beginning of something new. What is the vision for your life? My heart goes out to people that stay in relationships that don't align. What a waste of time. I love when I have a vision and you fit in my vision, and I love when things align. I just love it. I just so love it. I love, like Erica's here and she's moving to Miami, and it's like, yes, I saw that a long time ago. I love it. She said she moving close to me. I'm like, exactly. What the hell you moving down here for to move far away? That don't make no damn sense. I love it because we got a vision. Now we could walk together. Now we could, I cooked today, you cooked. Okay, I'm coming over there to eat. Oh, you coming over here? That's the vision. That's what I see. So if you move too far, the vision not visioning. The vision for your life tells you how to move, what to do, how to be. And you got to ask yourself, does this relationship fit into my vision? Sometimes you have a vision and you want to make things fit and it don't fit. Create your vision. Create your vision exactly the way you want it, Sheila. Exactly the way you want it, Amira. How do you want it? And guess what? God will give you the desires of your heart. Stay with me. Come on, Ace. God will give you the desires of your heart. And listen, y'all, don't be afraid to rewrite your vision. Don't be afraid to say, oh my God, I thought I wanted to do it this way and I don't like it. I tried it this way and it ain't working. Let me shift. Let me pivot. It's okay. The divine pivot means God is all in it. And God's not a man. He cannot lie. We're going to get to that in about 5 more minutes. You got to have a vision. The fourth thing, transformation has to come from within. It has to come from within. It is internal. Transformation is internal. It's internal first. And then external. Change happens from within and then it happens without. It's from inside out. You can't do it outside in. That's why you keep starting over, Ace, because it's from outside in, because it's about other people. It got to be about us. It cannot be about what the other people want for you, what other people want of you. It got to be what I want for me. And be selfish with your transformation. Be selfish with your vision. Be selfish with your intentionality. It's okay. And if a person don't fit, hear me real good. They could have fit last year. They could have fit 21 years ago. They could have fit 21 days ago. They could have fit before. They fit. But what happens when they don't fit and you told them I loved you and we'll be together forever? I know about that so well. What happens when they change on you? What happens when this person changed on you and now you're feeling the deprivation of the connection from the inside? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Somebody was so good to you last year and you like, damn, you trying everything to fight to bring that love back that they gave you and it's gone. And you like holding on to the connection, holding on to the hope that they get better, but they not that person anymore. So now you hurting yourself, you killing yourself, you're affecting yourself. You want to be like your granddaddy and your grandma. They was married for 40, 50 years. And then on your grandma's deathbed, she told you she wasn't happy for 40 other years. And she stayed married. And you like, oh, shit, I'm going down that same path, too. What about that one? What about that one? What about you wanting to be like someone in your family and they finally tell you, I never was happy, sugar. And you be like, damn. How I get out of this? I told them we were going to be together forever. I told them we were going to be friends forever. I thought we were going to be old ladies together. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them friends you be crying with. We're going to be old ladies friends together. And then they start shifting on you. And you be like, what am I going to do? Change come from within. When you feel that lack, that deprivation from within, I'm sorry. What have you done for me lately is the truth. What have you done for me lately, baby? I'm sorry. And you got to even ask yourself that. What have you done for me lately? Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington, you out here doing for everybody else, ma'am. What have you done for Stormy, Kalia, lately? So I'm just saying, it's the inside. That's why feeling is the secret. Feeling good is a strategy. Hear me and hear me real well. Please, y'all hear me. I asked Mother Ayahuasca. See, God gives us things. God is not a man. We hear he and we think God is a man. God is not a man. God is in your heart. God lives on the inside of you. When you accept the fact that it said God would never leave you or forsake you. Why? Because your heart is in there. God lives inside your heart. You know what I got from Mother Aya? God is with you, Stormy. God loves you so much. He loves you so much. He gave you that betrayal. He gave you all the things he gave you that may have hurt. He gave it to you because that's how much he loves you. A lot of the pain that God gives us is because he loves us. God is in your heart. He's in your heart. Come on, right now say, God is in my heart. God is in my heart. God is in my heart. I promise y'all when y'all start, y'all ain't never heard this the way I'm giving it to you right now. God lives in your heart. I asked Mother Aya. She was like, Stormy, God loves you. God loves you. My mouth wouldn't stop saying, Stormy, God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. I said, show me God. You keep talking about God love me. What do he look like? We keep saying he. I'm waiting to see some man face. You feel me? And I saw my heart. And I saw a light come from my heart. And it's like God is in your heart, girl. And I was like, oh my God. Nobody never told me this. Why? Because fear is a business. Everything is to make us scared. Scared. Everybody wants you scared. Everybody wants you scared so you can need them. You can spend money with them. The drugs, the alcohol, you feel me? The spirits, you know, the pastor and them. And I'm telling y'all what I know to be true. And some of them don't even know that they're doing this to you. But everything to make you scared. You're seeing this, you're seeing that. Everything to make you scared. So that you could get them your money and you can show up and you can need them. But when you know God is in your heart, you start walking around with a different level of confidence. God is in my heart. Wait a minute. I've been going to church for 30 years and I never heard God was in my heart. That's where he at. God is not a man. He cannot lie. Inside your heart is where God lives. So when you abuse, misuse, mistreat yourself, and you hurting God right here. He in your heart. Stop thinking he all these places and you gotta go to church every minute. If you don't pay your tithe, you're gonna die. You're sinning. Man, God is in your heart. The fifth thing, you need a divine pause. You need a divine pivot. You need to really assess yourself and ask yourself, am I going down the right path? And if you're not, it is okay to pivot. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to have those hard conversations first with yourself. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay to decide, I don't like this no more. I don't like how this feels no more. I don't like where it's taking me no more. You don't have to pretend. To pretend is the beginning of all suffering. Stop pretending. We got to stop pretending we like what we don't like. I'm a victim too. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm really talking to me. Please hear me. Stop pretending. We got to stop pretending. We need to stop pretending that we like stuff that we don't like because we told somebody we going to be with them forever. We told somebody we love them. Okay, they stopped doing what we needed them to do and we could change. And God gave you, that, not the man, your heart. God is in your heart. God is in your heart. Where God lives, in your heart. God gave you that pain that you can handle so that you can pivot. You don't like what you're doing, don't keep doing it. You don't like how somebody treats you, don't keep letting them mistreat you. You don't like how somebody make you feel, don't act like you cool with it. The beginning of suffering is to pretend. The more we pretend, the more we suffer. That's it, for real. Stop pretending to like what you don't like, to love what you don't love, to agree with what you don't agree with. Stop pretending. You don't like it, talk about it. And if a person doesn't like your truth and you sharing with them what you feel, they not for you. You should not ever suppress your feelings because feeling is a secret. What you get is based upon how you feel. I can tell how a person feels about themselves by what happens in their life. You feel it. Look how you treat yourself. I know how you feel about yourself. I don't need you to tell me nothing. Look how you misuse yourself. Look how you abuse yourself. So the truth is, don't allow people to make you feel less than you desire to feel. I want to be happy. I want to be clear. I want to be free. I want to be successful. I want to be wealthy, mind, body, spirit, relationships, and finances. I want to have abundance. I desire to have abundance, not just spiritual abundance. I asked myself this week, why is allegedly spiritual people so damn, or religious people, shall I say, or some spiritual people too, why they so broke? How you so spiritual and you so smart? Spiritual and smart people be broke as hell. I'd be like, what is wrong with them? Because they don't believe they can have it all. You can have the husband, the wife, the body, the bank account, the relationships. You can have every single thing that you want. Be like, why you so, God so this and God so that, but your ass ain't got nothing. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. That ain't how it's supposed to be. God came that you can have life and have it more abundantly. God who lives in your heart. The sixth thing is, we got to eliminate to elevate. There are things that has to go. They just got to go. There are things that is not certain. Y'all, we got 37 days left in this year. What is it that I need to eliminate in order to elevate? What are the things that I've been doing that I didn't even realize I was doing? That was the weapons that was formed against me, that was prospering. They were weapons that I was allowing to form against me, and they was prospering. What were those weapons? Oh my God, I didn't even realize that they were weapons. What do I got to eliminate? Who am I people pleasing? How am I suppressing myself? What am I doing that's extra, that's not even needed? What am I doing that I think I need that I don't even need? How many of us do things we think we need this and that and that and this and this and this and this and that? Oh my God, I didn't need half the stuff I needed. I didn't need you. I didn't need you. I ain't need that. I ain't need it. I needed to know God lives in my heart. God lives in my heart. And now that I know this, it's like, oh my God. Now I understand the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Because it's right here. Heaven is right here on earth. I don't know where I'm going to go when I leave this earth. I have never been there. I know where I'm going right now. I know that I got to eliminate some things. I know that my mind is clear. I know that I have to breathe deep. I know that I have to, have divine pauses a lot. I gotta assess myself. I gotta decide the life I want, and I gotta have a vision for my life, and I gotta be intentional. I can't be playing around with my next level. I can't be wasteful with money. I can't be wasteful with my energy. I know that God has a purpose and a plan for my life, and I know God lives on the inside of me, and I know that as I left ayahuasca, my mission is to let the people know that God lives in your heart. I know that people gonna be like, well, she cursed a lot, and she flies hell. God still lives in my heart. Man, she drive a Rolls Royce and a Range Rover. She rich as hell, and she is wow. God still lives in my heart. Man, she is so beautiful and stunning, and wow, her booty is so big and her waist is so small, and she fly, and she, what's that? I take it. And she is that girl. God still lives in my heart. God lives in our hearts, and everything is set to distract us, to discourage us, to confuse us. Hear me real well. Fear is a business. Fear is a business. Stop trying to please people. If they don't like you, they're not going to like you. You could get fat. You could be ugly. You could have acne. You could have pimples. You could have crooked damn teeth. They still not going to like you. But guess what? God lives in our hearts. You can have abundance. I'm sorry you told somebody you never going to leave them. You're going to death do us part. Well, guess what? The finish is here. Crucify that thought. Crucify that thought. Crucify that thought. Jesus is the Son of God. If God is our Father, then guess what that makes Jesus your brother? He is showing you how to live. He crucified. He got crucified at 33 because that was the end of that season, the end of a thought. Time to move into a new dimension of life. No more holding on to suppressive thinking. No more being the Judas in your own life. The Judas, you are Judas to yourself. The finish is finished. This call should be the beginning to a new era for you, a new season for you, a season where nobody can manipulate you no more and use you and abuse you and play you and say they love you, but the actions don't align. How you love me, but what you doing don't show you love me. When somebody loves you, they will lead you. When someone loves you, they will learn you. You cannot stay in seasons that's over, because guess what? You ever drink spoiled milk? Make you sick. Smell bad and everything. Don't be a Judas to yourself. Don't dishonor yourself. Do not be a victim. Listen, y'all. It is a new season. 37 days away to the new year. You can literally take these next 37 days and work on yourself by having so many different divine pauses. What is this betrayal trying to make me see? What is this heartache trying to make me see? What is this discomfort trying to make me see? What is this lack? Hear me real good. What is this lack trying to make me see? What is he not answering my phone calls, ignoring me? I'm starting to feel this thing in my mind. I feel like something ain't right. What is this energy trying to make me see? Ask yourself, what is this trying to make me see? Because everything is trying to get your attention. Listen to me right now. To pretend is to suffer. Lean into that feeling that makes you want to know, what is this? Because there's an answer at the end of the feeling. And if you can take yourself out of being a victim and realizing God loves me so much, so much. He loves me so much. He loved me so much. He gave me a man that don't know how to treat me. So I can know how to be treated by when the right man comes. I know what that feels like. Thank you. Oh, bless your heart. Now, God loves me so much. He gave me that heartache. So when the right love comes, I know what it feels like. God gave me a bad business. So when a good business comes, I will know what it feels like. God loves me so much. He gave me every emotion so I can know when it's real, what real feels like. And God loves me so much. God is in my heart. He will never leave me or forsake me because he lives in my heart. Can we just relax right there for just 1 second? Can we just have just a divine pause real quick? Real quick, and I'm going to let y'all go. Can we just pause for 1 minute? Of all the things we've heard, of all the preaching and teaching and all that we heard, all this judgment, all this fear, all this lack, all this scarcity in the world, I never heard it so plain, so clear today. God will take the simple things of the world to confound the wise. You ain't got to be that smart. Take your brain out right now. Forget it. Your brain don't exist. God lives in your heart. If you could accept the fact that God lives in your heart, you have no reason to be depressed. If you could accept the fact that God lives in your heart, you have no need to be depressed about some Negro that don't want to be with you or some woman that don't appreciate you, because God will never leave you or forsake you. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because he be with me. In my heart, he be with me. My staff and my rod, he with me. He in my heart. Can we just breathe in? God lives in my heart. Say it again. God lives in my heart. God lives in my heart. My heart is where he lives. Wow. Touch your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel God. I'm lacking nothing. Feel your heartbeat. It's God right there. Wow. I thought I had to do all of this stuff. I had to do all this performing. I thought I had to do all this performing, all this pretending, all this activity to please people. I'm going to the church because I want everybody to know I go to church every day. I pay my tithe. I don't want to live in sin. I made $100. I better pay $10 or I'm going to go to hell. Wow. Wow. Really? Wow. How wrong is that? Or maybe they didn't know. Now I understand. Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. But I know today. And there has to be a feeling that's coming over you right now. I know it is. Because I feel that same feeling. I feel that same compassion for myself. For not knowing all these years. I got to do all this performing. All this performing. And all I had to do is accept that God is in my heart. Talk to myself. I pray out loud. God, thank you for this amazing day. This amazing revelation that I never knew that when you said you'll never leave me or forsake me, I never knew that you was in my heart. Thank you for using this mouth of Stormy Wellington to tell me that I have you in my heart. All this time you've been in my heart. All this time you being doubtful and judgmental and negative and was because I didn't acknowledge that you was in my heart. Nobody never told me. But I hear you today. I'm going to love myself differently today. I'm going to treat myself differently starting today. And I accept that you are in my heart. Thank you for being there all along in my heart. And it is so. And it is so. And it is so. Right now, God is in your heart. Accept that, know that, and believe that starting today. Whatever you touch will turn to gold. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, go do it. With the knowingness that God is in your heart. Not over there. Not with your grandma. Not with the prophet them. Not with the pastor that with his suits. But do it what you believe today. And as you sign the papers, as you sign up, as you have that phone call, as you move thinking to yourself, God is in my heart. He gonna give me favor like never before. He gonna give me blessings like never before. People that I thought was gonna say no because God is in my heart and I'm acknowledging him in my heart. I'm acknowledging that he's with me. They're gonna hear me different today. So the people that used to reject me, they're not gonna reject me if they're supposed to be aligned with my new divine shift. Because God is where? Where's God? Where's God? Come on, I need to see it. Just drop some hearts all over the screen. If you receive this message and ask God, God, forgive me. Forgive me for not knowing. Forgive me for never knowing, never hearing this message. I thought God was a man. I saw the picture. I saw the slippers. I saw the dress. I saw the movies. Why they never said this to me? God is in my heart. And I'm not going to pretend like I don't feel something today. I feel it. And I actually believe it. Now I just got to walk it out. I got to eliminate to elevate. Because God is. And God does. God is love. And he's with you right now. And he's with us. And he's never leaving us. Why? In our heart. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye. Make sure you comment, share, because this message is going to change the whole world. Because we now know what God is. Remember that. Bye, everybody.